All
Let's go
right.
out to Pismo Beach, and there you can see we did clear out some of the cloud cover, but again, really important buffer and allowed for at least a few spots to have reasonable temperatures today, anywhere where the marine layer kind of lingered. And it's really basically like a wall. The high pressure squishes down on it and starts pushing it out. So San Luis Obispo had very little influence once we got into about mid-morning, but elsewhere just kind of hung on. There you can see that thin little sliver, all that's left. And by the way, I also want you to note how much smoke there is in the Central Valley. We're talking about northeast winds developing here. And when we get those northeasterly winds, well, those northeasterly winds are going to bring in some of that smoke into the area. So again, the daytime high, San Luis Obispo 107, Paso Robles 106 today. Those were daytime highs and record highs, 108 at Santa Ynez, 82 in Santa Maria today, 90 Santa Barbara, 89 Goleta, 91 in Cuyama, all kind of warm, but Morro Bay just 64. So heat advisory continues into late Friday. There is the fire weather warning. That's a red flag warning for dangerous fire weather conditions. So you're looking at relative humidities that could drop down to about 8%, along with north winds at 15 to 25, gusting to 35 to 40, meaning if a fire were to spread or begin, it could spread quickly. Interior Valley forecast 3 more really warm days before backing off slightly over the weekend. I think it's going to be the middle of next week before the interior daytime highs back off to near average. Coastal valleys, it'll be sooner. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week, we're back down into the middle 70s. But again, 3 more really warm days ahead. Beach forecast depends what beach you're talking about, but Morro Bay mid to upper 70s, Cambria mid 70s, and Pismo Beach could see the 80s over the next couple of days. The temperatures are running close to 10 to 15 degrees warmer than this time yesterday, but at one point today, San Luis Obispo was 35 degrees warmer than the prior day. So again, use the precautions there on your screen. I know they're all kind of common sense, but every year somebody kind of takes some chances, and we can run into some problems quickly. It's still 100 to 105 in the interior. San Luis Obispo dipped into the 80s, but it's back up into the 90s. 77 Santa Maria, 91 Santa Ynez, and some of these sensors are not reporting currently for the south coast. There you can see northwest winds 14 in San Luis Obispo. Again, my concern tomorrow is so much of this offshore flow blowing out the marine layer. So there and into Friday, we're only going to have a glancing influence from it, and daytime highs will warm as a result. Again, this is the smoke forecast. You can see the creek fire smoke sneaking into the area and the Napa fire smoke as well. As long as you get a north and northeasterly vector there, it can bring it all in. So that big red blob, that's the ridge. You can see how it breaks for the upcoming weekend. There's still a little bit of ridging as we get into early next week, but late next week, it does look like even more cooling takes place. 104 Paso Robles, I'm going with about the same for San Luis, 106, 94 Santa Maria, 99 Santa Barbara, Santa Ynez Valley temperatures, 100 to 105 or 106. In the 5 cities, I think some of the beaches will make the mid-80s. The North Coast beaches not as warm, but kind of a blend of middle 70s and low 80s. There's the extended forecast. You can see how temperatures do fade off once we get to the weekend, but still above average for most areas.